Welcome back, third grade scientists. This week, you will be wrapping up your lessons in Unit 5 on the human senses and movement and preparing to take your assessment on this unit. So as you know, in preparation for your assessment, one of your lessons will be to do some self-assessment to help you assess how well you learn these lessons, what material you need to review in order to be prepared for your unit assessment. So let's go over some reminders of how to do great self-assessment. Remember, self-assessment is asking yourself, how can I check my own understanding of what I've learned in this science unit? These are some ways to think about your learning. When looking over the questions and focuses, if you get that feeling of, I get this, I remember this, I can explain it, then you learned it well. But remember, it's also okay to be able to identify some things you don't remember, or if you don't quite get everything, and if you still have some questions, or if it feels really unfamiliar to you and you don't remember it at all and you feel stuck, that's okay too. This is all great self-assessment, and now you have ways and strategies to help yourself. If you get it, you're good to go. If you don't quite get everything, you'll go back and look it over again. And if you're stuck, you'll ask your teacher or another adult for help to help you review it. Good learners have a growth mindset and are honest with themselves about their learning. And they know it's okay to have questions, and it's okay to admit when you don't understand something. Don't think about learning as a problem. Think about it as an opportunity. Don't say to yourself, I don't know. You're going to say, I'm going to find out. If something feels difficult, it's not a difficulty, it's a lesson. And if something feels too hard, it's not too hard, it's worthwhile learning. Okay, so here we go. Today you will read and reflect on the lesson objectives for this unit. You're going to ask yourself, can I explain this objective to someone else? Can I give examples from this lesson? Do I still have questions about the lesson? Remember, this is hard work. It's not quick work. Take your time. Take breaks when you feel tired. The thinking is hard work, but you can do it if you take your time and think through it. Let's try one of your self-assessment charts together. I will model my thinking and self-assessment for a learning objective from this unit on the human senses and movement. Okay, so here's one of the charts you're going to encounter in your self-assessment lesson today. For each topic, you're going to put an X in the box that describes how well you've met the target. Do you know this well? Do you need help? Do you still have a question, or is there something you're still wondering about? And remember, even if you put the X in the box of I know this well, it's okay to still have a question. And it's okay to say that you still need help, because identifying that you need help is going to help you to learn it. So let's see how this might go. Okay, I'm going to think about these learning targets. I can identify body parts associated with human vision. Okay, so I remember this lesson and I remember learning about the parts of the eye. I remember that the eye has a pupil, a retina, a lens, an optic nerve that sends messages to the brain. And I know the pupil is that black circle or dot in the middle of your eye. That's an opening to let light in. I don't think I remember the difference between the retina and the cornea. So I want to go back and take a look at that. So I'm going to jot down the question to look up. I want to look up what the retina and what the cornea does in the eye. I do remember some of the parts, and I do remember learning this, but I have a few questions that I want to go back and review. Okay, I can describe the vision, health, and safety. This I remember really well. I know this well. I can describe the practices that you have to do to keep your eyes safe. Number one of the most important things to do is to eat a healthy and nutritious diet, because this is good for your eye health and vision. I also know that if I go outside on a sunny day, I should put on a pair of sunglasses that have UV protection to protect my eyes from the UV rays of the sun. I also know that I should never touch my eyes unless I've washed my hands really well right before, because any germs that are on my hands can get into my eyes and make me sick. So I have to be very careful about touching my eyes and not allowing germs to get in. Another thing I should do to keep good vision health and safety is to wear protective eyewear if I'm playing a sport or doing any kind of a task that could involve debris going into my eye. Goggles or protective eyewear are a super important safety practice. So that learning target I knew very well, and I'm going to go back and work on those questions that I still had about the body parts of the eye. Okay, third graders. So remember, use this video over and over again. Watch me model my thinking. Look at how slowly and carefully you should go through each learning target. Don't try to do them all at once. Do one set, take a break, do another set. That's the best way to test your learning. Remember, exercise your brain with your growth mindset. You've got this. Don't rush. Take time and take breaks if you need to. And it's okay. It's actually excellent work if you can still identify the questions you have on something you don't understand. That's good self-assessment. Good luck on your unit assessment on human senses and movement. You've got this, third grade scientists.